Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and Cabinets. I am your host, kitchen and bath designer, Jordan Thomes. This morning I am drinking an iced vanilla chai latte with almond milk. This week's episode of Coffee and Cabinets will be a part 2 to last week's tips and tricks of kitchen and bath design. We'll go over a few different things that I've encountered in my career that might be handy to keep in mind when considering your new remodel. One big component of your kitchen to consider, which sometimes gets left until the end of the design process, is your lighting. There are many different types of lighting for your home. Decorative, task, ambient, there's a lot of different types that we can pick from. One of the largest, physically, types of lighting in your kitchen will be decorative. So whether it be a decorative chandelier for over your island, or if you wanted multiple smaller feature pieces, decorative lighting can provide you aesthetic, benefits, whether it's something really timeless and you have a really decorative over-the-top chandelier, or if you wanted to keep it a little simpler, if you're going for something more contemporary, a chandelier or pendants can add a lot of aesthetic value while also providing a lot of function and brightening up your space. One of the most popular types of lighting in a kitchen, especially nowadays, is under cabinet lighting. Under cabinet lighting provides both ambient light, so if you wanted to leave it on like a night light at night, or it provides direct illumination of your work surface, so it acts as task lighting. The last type of lighting that I'll feature on this week's episode is a little bit more of a specialty option. We here at Ivo offer in-cabinet motion sensing lighting. This lighting is perfect for if you don't want the entire kitchen's lights to be on and you just need to grab one thing, maybe if you're snacking in the middle of the night. This option will automatically turn off when the sensor is covered. That way it's only on when you need it. Another thing to keep in mind when considering your kitchen plan is the work triangle. The kitchen work triangle is the most efficient and comfortable layout of your stove, your sink, and your fridge, the most frequented items in your kitchen. I'm going to do a quick little demonstration of a comfortable versus an uncomfortable work triangle in your kitchen, just to give a graphic representation of what I mean. I will start first with an example of a poor work triangle. As you can see, starting with the fridge here in the top right corner, to get to the sink and the stove, you have to walk in a straight line. This is very constricting for the flow and keeps everything relegated to just one side of the kitchen. This is very uncomfortable if you have to, for example, go from the fridge to the stove to start an ingredient, back to the sink. It's just a very uncomfortable line. You have no space if you have a second cook in the kitchen. It's just a poor layout and can definitely be put together more efficiently. This plan here is an example of a good kitchen work triangle. By having your fridge over in this corner, you are getting more countertop space, which equals more prep space, but you now have a much more open flow, creating that efficient work triangle. This eliminates congestion. It's much more comfortable than trying to shuffle along just one wall, and it's just a lot more open to allow for movement. You have to set things down, pick things up, and you have to work in different areas of your kitchen, rather than relegating to just one small area. We are going to end this week's episode with a few customer questions. First here is a budget question. Does Ivo work with budget restraints? Do you offer payment plans, anything like that? Well, so here at Ivo we do work within any budget. If you let us know what you are comfortable with, we will do our best to fit within that. And that comes down to material choices, finishes choices, scope of work for your project. There's a lot of different factors that go into that. We do also offer financing through a private lender called Hearth, and they have a lot of different flexible options for monthly payments based on the amount that you're looking to borrow. Next question, does Ivo handle everything? Do you also offer installation? Yes, Ivo will handle everything. We have all of our contractors in-house. Everybody that will work on your project will be an employee of Ivo. We don't outsource. And we do also offer the installation, so we will handle everything about your project from demo right down to the final installation of cabinet hardware, backsplash tile, everything. We do have a lot of accessory options to pick from. We can offer you different tile choices, lighting choices, everything right down to even your light switches. We do offer all of those components. The last question here for this week, actually leads back into the question we just answered. Do you guys offer things like hardware or appliances? So here at Ivo, we are not a point of sale for appliances. However, we can complete the installation of your new appliances within the time frame of your remodel. While we don't offer the appliances directly through ourselves here at Ivo, we can make great recommendations to other local places for you to go and purchase your appliances. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Coffee and Cabinets. Again, I am your host, kitchen and bath designer Jordan Thomes, and I am looking forward to seeing you next Saturday morning. So, to end this, I'm just going to stop because something must have happened. Did it glitch? We can recommend other wonderful local places to get your appliances, and we can complete